You're going to have to tell me how this looks, because on my screen it looks like it's really stuttery. I don't know why. Oh, with it, that looks better. Looks better. I think that's it. I think that's right now, actually. I fucking hope so. Right. Ladies and gents, hello. How are we? Yeah, it's, let us know if it looks still good, if it's okay. You know, if it's stuttering or anything. Because it's saying that it's recommended lower bit rate and all this bollocks, but everything is up in the really high. I don't know. I don't know. So how are we? How are we? Little dark. Yeah, it's... I don't know what's going on with the lights, because I can turn it up brighter, but it's still doing the background as dark for some unknown reason, and I do not know. But how are we all? How are we? How are we? It's an interesting couple of weeks, isn't it? Quite the interesting stuff. But yeah, we're back to streaming, so it's good for that. You know, it's been fun. But for some unknown reason, like I say, certain things just don't seem to be working, and I do not know why. It's really annoying, to be honest with you. But we are here. We're alive. But yes, Emily, I heard that you were ill through January. Snap. As Liz said, yeah, it seems to be that January, everyone tends to get sick. That's what it seems to be like, which is absolutely insane. What I am going to do, though, is... Give me this. Where is it? Go on there. Go to display. I'm going to put chat over here for me, which may be better. Can I blow you up? I can indeedy do. So, yes. So I've actually got chat up here now, which is actually quite fun to see. It actually looks like I'm talking to you. Instead of, like, oh no, where are we going to go? Over here, over there. But yeah, it's been interesting. And say, with, like I say, with Bao saying about the license, yeah. Fucking, the BBC, man. They've started creating content for BBC, for YouTube. And now they're going on and they're like, oh, maybe in the future that the TV license can go towards YouTube as well. No, that is never going to happen. It's never, ever going to happen. But yeah, it's, like I say, at this moment in time, the last month or so, the entire world just seems to have gone batshit crazy. You know, but that's not what we're here for. Not for politics, not for anything like that. But we're going to be like, you know what? We're going to be like this. We're going to go in now and be like, you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun and a little bit of a laugh, you know? Trying to entertain people. Yeah. So, yeah, I saw that earlier. Don't worry about that. You'll be fine. You will be fine. But like I say, I know what you mean, because I don't understand why they want bank statements. I really don't. Because it's like, well, if I'm here, you know, I'm not really, you're not dumb enough, if that makes any sense, to go and do another job and get paid into your bank where these go. It's absolutely stupid. It's absolutely stupid. But you know, I understand that. I know that. I remember they actually got in touch with me a while ago, a long time, about 3 years ago, and it was exactly the same. And I was like, first of all, why do you need my statements? You don't need them. And obviously, the one thing that I did as well, I blocked a few things out because I didn't want them to see what I was paying for. And again, it was just like, you know, helping out my sister, doing these sort of things. And they're like, oh, well, where's this going? It's like, none of your business, you know? But last 6 months, Bows, mate. I use Brave browser, and obviously, so I try and it tries to stop, I should say, all of the ads. And the other day, what was I watching? What was I watching? Anyway, I can't remember. It was something funny, and all of a sudden, they got around the Brave ad blocker. And I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, it was really annoying, really annoying. Yeah, Kel. cool. Yeah, they can. They can get lost, you know. This, yeah, with Netflix, it really does crack me up because the BBC think that they can just go and do whatever the hell they want, which they can't. You know, that's what really annoys me. And sadly, though, you got people in the government who are on their side. Oh, yes, I think no. When, you know, like the TV license, I think it's in the last 4 to 5 years, everyone has just gone, yeah, I'm not paying for that. And then you see other things happening and coming out, and then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, people are not watching the BBC. Well, can you blame them? They don't want to watch shitty TV programs, you know? What is that premium like? You guys gonna let me know about that, Kel? Now, mandatory. The other year they asked for six months. Oh my god! And a savings account. You know what? Yeah. So with the savings account, it's something like you can't have like is it 6 or 12 grand? You can't have anything like more than those two numbers or something. And then they're like, yeah, well, if you got that, you can live off your savings. Yeah, it's such a shit show. It really is. But I have something to confess to you guys. Something to confess. It's not right. It's not, but you know, it's not good. It's not good. And I built it. I've built, well, the majority of the house, I should say. I've almost built it. But there's one thing that I've started using, or I've tried incorporating now into the stream. And to be honest with you, oof, I love it. You ready? Right. Hopefully this works. So, right. Click over to this. Ready? I have a mobile camera to go around. Mobile camera. But yeah, we got the house. So, oh, come on, Kevin. You have going by there. I still haven't got the mother. The mother is still not here. But yeah, we got the house. Oh, I don't. It's not opening for me. No, I don't want to break that. I don't want to break it. But yeah, we still got the roof, and we still actually have the oh bloody hell, the treehouse. Still got the treehouse to do as well. And we're going to try and get that done. You know what? We actually do it on stream. But this is how big the bloody book is. But I'm going to put this camera back. But yeah, it's literally my phone. Literally my phone. That's... I love it. And I found a way to get it connected to this. Oh, Bowser didn't stop anything for you? You know what? You know, regarding all of these ads and everything else, the other day I was on Instagram and it came up with, oh, do you want tailored ads or don't you care? Something like that. And it was literally, oh, if you want ads or no ads, you got to pay £3.99 a month for Instagram to have no ads. That is such bullshit. I saw that and I was like, no, absolutely no way am I going to be doing that? Like, you know, it's so stupid seeing that. When I saw it, I was literally like, nah, this can't be real. You know, this literally cannot be real. But yeah, it's, I was like, I was gobsmacked, literally. Let's see if I still got the, you know what? I'll look for it on here. But I got, at the moment, I got 2 videos for us to watch. 2 videos. And let's have a look. Meta ad-free message. Because first of all, it was my friend Bryce. She sent me an image that she was just asked this, and I was like, "This can't be real," like, you know. But it is. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's Instagram. It's, oh my, it's Instagram. Oh, it's the same with, right, I got this by here now. So, this is what it is. Why are some Britons getting £3.99 messages from Facebook and Instagram? Yeah, it's, oh my god, it is so stupid. But, yeah, make a choice about your ads. It's like, no, I really don't care. And they ask you this by here. for free without ads, do all of this nonsense. But the worst thing... Oh, let me just... no, bring that by there. Why is that cutting out chat? There we go. We'll have it like that. There we go. Yeah, and it's all of this. And I was like, you know what? I'm not paying £3.99 just to scroll fucking Instagram and shit. And with that, what I did, I was like, right, okay, go off it. You know, I was like, no, decline. And then, I couldn't believe it, is that nearly every single, like the story, when you click on a story, when you go to the next one, it was an ad. Then it was my friend. Then it was an ad. Then it was my friend. Then it was 3 ads. And I was like, are you fucking serious? I couldn't believe that is what they were doing, though. It was stupid. It was annoying as well. That's the worst thing I could see about it. Oh, Kel, yeah. Yeah, I know. I've seen things like that. Yeah, there's so many things going on now with all of this, and... Right, is this going to work now? You're going to work for me? Come on. Come on. This is... Oh, come on. I don't know why you're taking so long. You should not be taking so long. There we go. There we go. Get a little bit of background music in. But yeah, so all that's been going on, and oh. There's a person at my front door, is there? Oh, he hasn't rang the bell. Who cares? But yeah, so much stuff going on. But yeah, it's like I say, it's been an interesting month, I will say that. And oh. So, obviously last stream, which was about a month ago, around there, we talked, and I told you about, obviously, my mum with her foot and everything, my auntie passing, my uncle in hospital and stuff. So, good thing, good news. My uncle is coming out of hospital at the end of this month. He's been in there since the start of November. So, you know, that's for, where am I going? So that's for 4 months in hospital he's had. And late last month, which I can't remember which day it was, I was going to put it in one of my vlogs because my uncle who lives in Japan watches. And I was like, first of all, I was like, I don't want to tell him via a vlog that something's happened. And my cousin died. My second or my third? It's my second cousin because it's my mum's first cousin. Yeah, died when he was like 71, 72. You know, good innings, but obviously it's a little bit, you know, early-ish still. But yeah, he died. And we're like, shit. You know, it's so many things are happening. And obviously I was like, right, so my mum, I was like, right, mum, have you spoken to Uncle Hugh, my uncle in Japan? And she was like, yeah, I've spoken to him, he knows. I was like, right, okay, you know, good. But yeah, it's like, we had such a good thing going up until towards the end of January. Like, you know, 2025 was a shit year for everyone. All this shit was happening, and it was like, you know, people dying, people passing, and everything else. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, you thought you were going to get away with it, didn't you, this month? Yeah. So, me and my dad now, which is kind of morbid, but we're playing a game now of like who's going to get the next bet, basically. Who's dying this month. That sort of thing, which, that's how I deal with things. I do make jokes about a lot of issues, and I mean a lot of issues. But yeah, it's just literally, it was like, really? This is what's happening? You know? So my mum's had to deal with that. Her foot's on the mend, and so that's always a good thing. Still make fun of her for it, you know, jumping down a bunch of bloody stairs. Why would she? The silly woman. But overall, though, we are looking to have a better year, I think. Have a much better year for everyone. But yeah, it's, you know, it's, like I say, it's been a very interesting month. A lot for the news and everything else. And say the first video I want to jump into today is regarding Scientology. We're going to just turn the music off for a moment. Because we all know Scientology and myself, we do not get along. And obviously my channel got demonetized in 2023 due to Scientology. You know, they wanted me to delete the videos, and, you know, I was like, right, okay, deleted them. Obviously got the monetization back and stuff. But I have been keeping an eye on some of my videos where we do talk about it, especially my live stream with Aaron. You know, Aaron, I can't remember his surname. It keeps going past me, but it is quite a long name. And on Growing Up in Scientology, you know, SPTV, and that sort of stuff. And, Bows, you know what? Yeah, it's a live stream. It's not in the thing or anything, but, you know, it could go into it. But I saw this video over the weekend, and I stopped about 5 minutes into it because I was like, you know what? We need to watch this on stream. And it's actually got Aaron in it doing an interview. Now, it's actually with Tyler Oliveira. And this, it actually is 58 minutes long. And what it is, he exposed the most evil cult in America. And he goes into it. And, you know, 1 month ago this was out. Look at this. 15,500 comments. 5 million views. And it's all about Scientology. So I think, you know, I think we should go into this. Well, Bows, you know, that's the thing, see? Scientology is seen by the government as a religion. Even though we all know it's not. We all know it's not. We all know it's one of these worst cult things going. I'm going to take my headset off a minute. Put this bloody hood down. I'm getting a little bit warm. But yeah, thought we'd give this a go. Because obviously, Scientology, we have... like I got on my other channel, I think. It was on when we did a couple of videos on there as well. And we were talking about... we were interviewing them. You know, we had a few... couple of good streams with them. But yeah. And obviously, my... like I said, I told you about my grandfather. He wasn't in it. But one of his mates was. And he just kept trying to get my grandfather into it. Now, I will say, for the time, in the 70s and 80s, my grandfather was a very wealthy man. He was. Didn't leave me any of it. Bugger. Oh! I hit the camera. Yeah, it's... I laugh about it, you know, but I can't really say anything. My grandfather bought me... he bought me a car, my first car. He bought me all that kind of stuff. But he's the type of person, know that... he was, so where I live, in South Wales, there is a house. I'm 100% with you on that. Like, well, I told you that. My father grew up Roman Catholic. My mum grew up a Jehovah's Witness. I should believe in something, you know, like that, but I don't. But yeah, so where I live in South Wales, there is a factory called Dow Corning, which, you know what? I'm gonna show you what Dow Corning is. Where Dow Corning, Barry, that's where it is. And what it is, it's silicone raw materials. That's what they make there. Oh, it's shutting down. Oh. Okay, anyway, so I'm going to show you now what Dow Corning is. And Dow Corning is absolutely huge. So this is what Dow Corning is. Fuck off. So this is it. All right. It takes up, it's huge. It's absolutely massive. Okay. And my grandfather in the 60s as well. 60s, 70s, and 80s. That was his job. He was the main contractor for all the buildings in Dow Corning. And so he was wealthy. You know, he was really wealthy and stuff. And his friend who was in Scientology, he kept trying to get my grandfather to get into it because obviously he was a rich man, gives money away to charity because he was a Mason as well, which is absolutely insane when you think of all the things, you know, connected and everything else. But yeah, he was, like I say, out of his will, because this is the one thing that my dad got pissed off with, and to be honest, rightfully so. When my grandfather died, he left £75,000 to the Masons. That's like what? $85,000? He left that to the Masons. And it's like, my dad was like, oh, okay, well, fair enough. When they sold the house, my dad got that money and stuff. But it's like, are you serious? It's absolutely insane. You know, how these cults try and get the rich people in. And the little people, they're the ones who keep, keep getting spoon-fed all this absolute nonsense. Have I seen the Dalai Lama? No. What's going on with the Dalai Lama? What's going on with the Dalai Lama? Let's have a look. No way. No way. Press statements, some recent media reports and social media posts concerning the Epstein files are attempting to link His Holiness. What? Oh my God. Bloody hell. That's insane. His office denies any link. You know what? This day and age, if you're famous or if you're rich or whatever, everyone's gone to that island. That's how I look at it now. You know, so many things about it. Oh my God, that's absolutely insane. Wow. Yeah, that's just nuts. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, he was a Mason. He was a high-powered one as well here in South Wales. Yeah, like I say, it's my doctor, well, retired now, Dr. Akron Baig. He only got into it because of my grandfather. But there's another thing as well, like I say, we're talking about, obviously, people with money. You know, the power that they have with money and all this kind of stuff. And I'm going to talk about it. So my doctor, he's got a son and a daughter, my age and my sister's age. My sister is 3 years older than me. And his oldest son, who's my sister's age, so now he's 42. 43 this year they are. And he killed a boy. You know, they call it, well, manslaughter, but, you know, it was that because he was racing around one of the supermarkets down by here, and obviously at night. And there was no seatbelts in the back of the car because the car was stripped. And didn't get done. He got done for manslaughter, didn't serve any prison time whatsoever. And with that was because of my doctor, Akron Baig. Because of how powerful he was. Another thing as well, he was also the doctor on call for all the South Wales police. Yeah, it's fucking insane. Yeah, Bows. So with the Masons, I always made fun of it to my grandfather, and my grandfather didn't like it. I understand why, you know, it's what he was in, like, you know, it's like someone making fun of someone's like football club, basically, that sort of thing. And but yeah, he wasn't happy with some of the jokes, because I just kept bringing up but the stonecutters in The Simpsons. I always said, is that what it's like? You know, you get naked and you drink and you do all this shit. And he was like, Dan, he goes, please. He goes, don't ever make fun of it again. That was the only thing he didn't like being made fun of, was that. Everything else, he was like, yeah, make fun of it. I don't care. I'll laugh with you, like, you know. But yeah, it was funny. It's like my grandmother, my nan, and you know what? She died in 96. And she was one of the best people I've ever met in my life. I love my nan to bits. Miss her like fuck. And my dad was telling me, you know, literally my nan would let anything slide. You know, I was like, yes, okay, as long as you're a good person. But she, Roman Catholic, you know, obviously brought my father up in it. And my Uncle Malcolm one time, he made a joke about Jesus. My nan never spoke to him for like a year because of it. When my dad told me that, I was gone. And when I saw my Uncle Malcolm, I asked him, he went, oh yeah, that joke. And I was like, that's amazing. And he couldn't remember what it was though, but all he remembers, he goes, it wasn't a dirty joke, but it was a joke about Jesus. I think, what did he say? It was something to do with the holes in his hands. That was it. Yeah, say, Emily, it's out of all my family who's gone, and, you know, it's like, say, it's my mum's stepdad, my granddad, as I called him, my mum's real father, he died in 2008. And he is the person I miss the most in this entire world. Even though it's nearly 20 years, he literally did everything for anyone. And my grandfather, he was an ill man himself. Same as my nan, actually. She was on her deathbed when she, because my nan died of breast cancer. And her sister, who, Nora, absolutely horrible woman, she would always ask my nan to go and do stuff. And my nan was like, yeah, okay. Even when my nan was dying of breast cancer. She's a strong woman. Yeah, Bows, I need to find him myself. I'm gonna go see him in the next month or two. My dad's like, we'll go check on him and see how he is. So I'll try and guess him in then. But yeah, well, my grandfather, my Grampy Terry, who I'm named after, Terence is my middle name, and he was the best ever. The best. Fucking miss him like anything. But yeah, he like I say, he wasn't religious, my grandfather, but he was the type of person, like, if you wanted to give an ideal idea of what a good Christian person was, my grandfather, my mum's dad. And yeah, he was the greatest ever. Absolutely amazing. He taught me, he's the one who taught me how to drive. He taught me how to drive. He taught me how to tie notes, the big lug notes to use on anchors on ships as well, because that's where he used to work. He used to work on tugboats. And yeah, he taught me a lot. Taught me a lot. And when he died, that is the first time ever. So I was 22 when he died. And that was the first time in my entire existence that I saw my father cry. First time ever. I've only seen my father cry twice in my 40 years of on this earth. You know, absolutely nuts. Absolutely insane. And that was when my Grampy Terry died, because he died in this house with us. We still got his ashes somewhere. And my Blue Mark II, my second blue dog, we had to have him put down. That was the second time. But yeah, yeah, Emily, it is. It does happen like that. Yeah, say, Bowser, with all of this, it's, I've looked into a lot of the religion, a lot, so much of it. And the way I look at it is, if some people want to believe in religion, okay, great, you do it. If it helps you, brings you peace, whatever, okay, you do it. But you probably know what I'm going to say about this. And that is, do not force it on anyone. Don't force it on me. Don't enforce it on other people. I think that is one of the good things about why I like say with my dad. Oh, I love my dad, obviously. But with my dad, he's a Roman Catholic and he doesn't force it on anyone. And he's like, this is how you're meant to be. Religion is for you. That's it. But yeah, so you got all of this sort of stuff. Yeah. Say, Bows, recently I've been looking into a lot more into Scientology, obviously. But at this moment in time, I'm actually looking into Judaism. I haven't found a lot yet, but again, there's just so much stuff there. It's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely nuts. But yeah, there's so many things going on. It's, you would think, again, we all know why some people start pushing it on others. It's almost like a pyramid scheme. That's what I call the ones who go door to door, and the one thing that fucking annoys me.
The one thing that annoys me is when you get Jehovah's Witnesses coming to the door and you see on the window, because I got one on my window, I got one on my little glass windows on the door, no cold callers or religious people. That's what I got. And this goes on and they still knock on the fucking door. So sometimes I just open the door, I pretend I'm deaf, I try and do sign language, which is really, really funny to them, because they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I went, oh, no worries, bye-bye. Always ended like that.
It's always funny, always. I should have this sound here, coming through the intercom. I can be like, do you want to play a game? Do you like scary movies? Let's talk about Jesus then, let's talk about him right now.
Yeah, something like that. I think it'd be really funny. But yeah, there's so many things going on. It's nuts. It really is. But yeah, there's so many things going on, And it's, when you say, again, it's with my bringing up, and obviously that, you know, my mother's she was a Jehovah's Witness, I should say, and my father, Roman Catholic, no one thought that they would have survived, you know, which is absolutely hysterical. But to be honest, it's true when you think about it. You got a Roman Catholic and you got a Jehovah's Witness together. Obviously, they failed with the first child, my sister. They made an absolute specimen on the second try. They need to go again. But yeah, it's absolutely insane. It really is. But you know what, though? It's, what was it? Red Dwarf. And Red Dwarf, Crichton, he always said it. And to be honest with you, I said it to my mum's mum, my nan, who is a Jehovah's Witness. And she didn't like it. She didn't speak to me for a while. Don't care, don't like her. I haven't seen her in years. And because she started trying to have an argument with my dad over Jesus. And my dad's like, Phyllis, her name is, I'm not speaking to you about it. I don't want to. I believe in what I believe. You believe in what you believe. And Crichton, he always stuck in my mind. He goes, well, religion was only made to stop the little people from going crazy. That has always stuck to me. Always has. You know? But yeah. Yeah, it's, like I say, there's so much stuff going on. And like I say, yeah, Bows, if they can make money from it, the government are going to get involved 100%. You know, that's what goes on. But it's like I say, it's, my dad's always said to me, you know, he's never forced me, never asked me to go anywhere or anything. It's just like, okay, whatever, you know, that sort of thing. But just to get the pants off them when I was like, oh yeah, Bows. Yeah, that's literally it. It literally is. It's one of the best things, but again, no, a lot of those, it's when they go away from the door and they think like, we got them. You ain't got shit, you know? But again, no, this is about, like you said, exactly. There's facts, you know? There's scientific facts. And then obviously, you know, no, we're not going to get started on the people who are going around screaming fascism and all that. So we'll do another stream on another channel, because I probably would get my channel deleted. So I'll use one of my smaller channels for that one. So we'll do that. But yes, Scientology. We are now going to look at Tyler Oliveira. And, you know, it says that he actually jumped in. So let's get to it.
That's me infiltrating Scientology's Church of Spiritual Technology, fortified with spiked fences, infrared cameras, and rumored to be a labor camp holding the leader of Scientology's wife as a prisoner. And I'll also be infiltrating their HQ in Los Angeles. Oh, why are you flashbanging me? Hold on. Don't shoot me, please. Clearwater, Florida.
Get out of the building, you're trespassing.
You're gonna regret this. That's a promise. You've allowed yourself to become a mindless robot.
And New York City.
I get that.
I get that. Xenu is? What is that?
Thing on, like, we believe in aliens and stuff like that.
Is that true?
Why risk the lawsuits, potential jail time, and lifetime harassment from this cult, notorious for ruining the life of anyone who speaks out against it for a YouTube video?
Scientology made them sell the properties just so that our parents couldn't see them anymore. And that is why I call Scientology a family-destroying human trafficking cult.
People who were in Scientology should be able to get justice for actual crimes that were committed against them.
Well, because I believe with your help, videos like this can help destroy this human trafficking cult. But how did a cult invented by a mentally ill science fiction author brainwash millions of people into believing an alien overlord named Xenu brought billions of frozen aliens to Earth in jets, dumped them into volcanoes, and blew them up with hydrogen bombs, leading to all of humanity's problems?
Insane.
And how did a religion so stupid become one of the most feared and powerful cults in America, compromising some of Hollywood's most famous actors?
So what do you say? We need to clean this place up, huh? Yeah! Okay. Because we're counting on you.
To LRH. They own that building. They own most of the buildings around here.
So fucking
in fact, Tom
dumb.
Cruise is supposed to have a penthouse up there.
Yep.
Yep. So, yep. They can suck it.
And in great
They can
irony,
suck
my
it,
journey
love it.
into Scientology began as a result of their own beautiful building in the heart of New York City's Times
New
Square.
York City.
As I was exposing scammers, I came in to do a free personality test and realized Scientology might be the biggest scam of them all.
Oh, wow,
It's crazy out
100%.
there. It's a zoo out there,
100%,
man.
but yeah, it does.
Right here?
I'm gonna have to get this bloody microphone like coming this way, I think. At the moment, it's just coming from this way, which is kind of annoying.
Thanks, man.
This free personality test is the bait they use to get vulnerable people in the door, to diagnose their life's problems, and then sell them a solution.
See, right here, this is 8 minutes long.
All right.
And this is about the guy who developed the subject, named Ron Hubbard.
Okay.
And he is the founder of the subject.
Am I going to scoot back a little bit?
While my personality test was being scored, I was then exposed to my first Scientology propaganda film, and my journey into their brainwashing funnel had begun.
Communicating what we are trying to do in Scientology to somebody who has no inkling, and one of the most difficult things in the world is to tell somebody who thinks he's a body that he is himself. But they tell one another that man is an animal, and that when he dies, he is gone. Of course, that's just about as insulting as you can possibly get.
To understand Scientology, you have to first understand its founder, L. Ron Hubbard, a prolific sci-fi writer who made his living with his imagination, writing over 1,000 books in his life, and eventually immersed himself into the occult, psychology.
You know what? That part there, this how far I got into it, literally like up by here now, is when that they say he wrote over 1,000 books in his lifetime before doing Scientology, which is absolutely insane when you think about it, because that is a lot, and I mean a lot of books. It's almost like, what, 10 books a year? Something like that? Which I suppose it could be done, you know, because have a look. What we got? So, who was the most prolific author? Let's have a little look. So, a Brazilian author holds the Guinness World Record for the most prolific author, having published 1,075 books. And then L. Ron Hubbard with over 1,000 published books. But you have got someone else called Corinne Tellado. She wrote over 4,000 romance novels, but out of those 4,000 works, it was going out to different books. So it was like short stories and stuff. Interesting. That's insane though, isn't it? But L. Ron Hubbard is the Guinness World Record holder for most works published by one author. That's fucking insane. Absolutely insane. The guy's a nut job as well.
And hypnosis, ultimately concluding that the only way to become rich was to make his own religion. So he began luring the naive, hopeless, and spiritually confused into a multi-level marketing scheme where he promised them spiritual enlightenment behind a paywall that never ended.
Life is improved on a gradient. It's improved a little, and then it's improved a little more, and it's improved a little more, and a little more.
He told stories of how 75 million years ago, an evil tyrant collected beings on other planets to be stored in volcanoes on Earth.
Boxed them up in boxes, threw them into space planes.
As this film depicts, the spirits' bodies were destroyed by hydrogen bombs, and today their troubled spirits are attached to human bodies by the thousands. Called body thetans, they cause endless problems.
Well, Emily,
Only
I was looking
Scientology
at,
knows how to shake them loose.
I was looking at this year. I want to read more books. My goal is 10 books this year. That's basically one every month. Or try to. That's what I want to do. But 1,000 is insane.
Lots of body thetans. This process takes lots of time.
And then I met a subscriber working as a Scientology recruiter.
I'm a big fan of yours.
This is nuts.
Yeah, I've seen your videos.
Okay. Right on. This guy's done a lot.
He does.
Yeah.
He's done a lot. You almost seem like a match.
Huh?
You almost seem like you guys are matched.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So this is a religion?
Yes. What this is it's based on science. But
Is it though?
It's categorized as a religion because, frankly, we deal with the spirit, and I mean, where else are you going to put spirit in a lot of categories? It's basically Scientology is tools for use for handling the problems of life. You know, like if you look at Buddhism, like you look at, you know, reincarnation, all that stuff. A lot of that research that's what a lot of this is.
I wondered, what would happen if I too became a Scientologist?
Stealing ideas from other religions and saying it is your own. That's basically it.
How much could I learn from the inside?
Yeah. What was your first name again?
Josh.
Josh.
Nice to meet you.
Easy to remember.
Looks scary that I did that
And
with him.
my personality test results were ready.
So I didn't score within any of the acceptable ideal ranges.
It didn't come that way, no. But take a look at it this way.
Yeah.
This is just a
Oh,
start.
and you can do it. You can get into it. Go on. I got faith in you, Em.
Yeah.
He's a
He's a
Scientologist.
Florida guy too.
Yeah, a lot of it is taken from L. Ron Hubbard's, administration tech.
But I'm more of a believer in not the supernatural, but there's something bigger than us here. But I don't know if it's aliens. A god-like figure. Aliens. I'm wondering what it is.
Yeah.
Like there's other people outside of this.
Oh, I definitely believe in aliens. If that's what you're asking. Yeah.
Yeah, not from the religious standpoint, but I for sure believe that.
Yeah.
There is what we call a grade chart, which actually you progress level by level, and you get more and more awareness.
So with this, if I remember correctly, when you get to OT 15 or whatever, you're the top of the top. Supposedly, you are now enlightened and all this kind of bullshit. It's so funny. It's, literally, here we are, you want to do test? Oh, right, we got to charge you. You got to buy all these books. Absolutely insane, it really is.
Of yourself, a technique to actually handle the
Just look at the building as well, to be honest
people
with you.
hold on to emotions and hold on to things.
Money.
Yeah.
For themselves.
Like trauma.
And so you can actually get rid of those experience, not the memory, but the pain or the thing that's emotional connected with it, so that way it doesn't actually affect you. L. Ron Hubbard, he found that, kind of like when you get rid of the painful experiences, that people feel better. So he found that they get rid of things, handle the
on the far side.
The aspect of, people hold on to emotions and hold on to things.
Yeah.
For themselves.
Like
because they saw someone come out.
And so you can actually get rid of those experience, not the memory, but the pain or the thing that's emotional connected with it, so that way it doesn't actually affect you.
Yeah, there, at the top. The top by I exposed. But what's all this?
Hubbard, he found.
The fuck was that? Well, what is that? What is that?
Found that, kind of like when you get rid of the painful experiences, that people feel better. So as they kind of clear those areas of okay, I committed this sin or I committed whatever.
Emily, straight away, that could be good.
And that's all the
medieval, obviously medieval
That's all
tech.
we do is we actually unchain you, in a sort of speak,
could go really
from
well.
being connected with that withholds.
Magic Benjamin area.
Okay, and you guys are religious, so tax-free?
That's right.
Okay, that's fire.
Yeah.
No, this is such an interesting world.
Yeah.
That's cool. No, you've been very generous with your time and just explain.
You know why? Why? Because I saw your video about what you do in other churches. And I was like, oh man, I better be really nice with you.
There we go. See,
one of L. Ron Hubbard's book, which
this is it. That's what you want to see.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So I texted my mom. I was like, "Do you know about this?" She said, "Ask them what Xenu is." What is that?
I can.
What is it?
South Park did a hatchet job for us on Scientology. They're the authoritative thing on we believe in aliens and stuff like that.
Is that true? Is it extraterrestrial? I'm pretty open-minded to.
Not necessarily. Not really. I mean, mostly it's just scientific.
Well, these guys hadn't even gotten to the OT level required to learn about the galactic overlord Xenu. It made me wonder, how much did a low-ranking Scientologist like these guys you see in recruitment centers in major cities all over actually even know about their own cult? So I headed to Los Angeles.
There we go.
If I was going to learn about what it meant to be a Scientologist,
Celebrity
I had to
Center.
visit the Sea Org, where the elite, full-time Scientologists live in a Scientology compound and offer their labor 24/7 to Scientology in exchange for getting closer to the highest levels of spiritual advancement. But to prevent being recognized, I disguised myself to infiltrate their recruitment center.
You know what? Just that right by there. That they work and they do labor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, just so you can pay off getting to know your religion. See, to me, that just goes straight away. Like, no, it's not meant to be there. I believe there's light out there, but not intelligent aliens. Oh, there's alien life forms, guarantee it. There has to be. Just because of how vast space is and stuff. But yeah, this... It's like he tried asking him about, oh, well, what is this? Oh, we can't really tell you, you know? Yeah, full 007, yeah. Go.
Short film?
Yeah, about one of the most Dianetics.
I got a couple minutes.
Yeah, come on.
Won't take too long.
You're wearing makeup?
I have some physical disabilities I have to cover.
Oh, okay. Let me show you the 5-minute introduction.
Hi there. How are you? Just been looking at the stars.
You what?
Just been looking at the stars.
Oh, yeah. Okay, actually, let me show you this.
Yeah. What is it?
I want you to take this.
What is it?
So that's actually one of the films online.
Dynetics.
There we go.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
She saw the camera. She's looking directly at the camera.
Oh, hey guys. Thank you, miss. She told me she'd show me the film.
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah.
All right, come on, let's go.
No, he has a camera.
Oh, I see. Oh, I got you.
There we go, see?
What does this mean? What about all are welcome?
There we go.
What did they tell you? What did they say? They say it's religion?
They were targeting the Hispanics who could not speak English.
Oh,
Predated
I fucking hate
upon
that.
the Hispanics. We saw Shannon in the flesh. My disguise had failed me. This was most likely due to the work of Streets LA, who has committed himself to destroying Scientology after a Scientologist mocked the death of his murdered son.
You'd have been a better father.
What the fuck?
You really should have. Yes, my son died. See, this is my son died because I'm a bad father.
We met up at the infamous Big Blue Building.
What the fuck? He's lucky he's still standing. Oh my god. Could you... Oh, that... I'm actually shocked at that. You should have been... Oh. Should have been a better father.
Where members of Scientology's Sea Org live full-time to see what life is like for the most committed members of this cult.
I would.
Oh, you can't even see inside. Why are they so secretive?
I'm gonna guess that has something to do with guys like you.
Possibly.
Would you guys care to have a friendly conversation? We're just trying to learn more about the church, but no worries if not. Why are you running? Do you guys know about Xenu? Excuse me, sir. Can we discuss Xenu?
I'm not too sure about.
Could I ask you a question, miss? About your church?
We'll have a look into that
religion?
after. I'll get his name.
I seek to learn.
Should we go back and get his name?
In the flesh. Xenu! My disguise had failed me. This was most likely due to the work of Streets LA.
Streets LA. Right.
Committed himself to destroying Scientology after a Scientologist mocked the death of his murdered son.
You'd have been a better father.
Oh.
You really should have. Yes, my son died. See, this is my son died because I'm a bad father.
We met up at the infamous Big Blue Building, where members of Scientology's Sea Org live full-time to see what life is like for the most committed members of this cult.
Oh, you can't even see inside. Why are they so secretive?
I'm gonna guess that has something to do with guys like you.
Possibly.
Would you guys care to have a friendly conversation?
It was a drive-by shooting, Bows, but he won the target. No, they also killed an 8-year-old girl. Marcellus Good, the 22-year-old son of Los Angeles police reform activist William Good, known online as Streets LA, was shot and killed in South Los Angeles, June 15th, 2021. He was standing on the sidewalk near East whatever and San Pedro streets when shooters in a vehicle just opened fire on everyone. The incident was a drive-by shooting that also injured and killed an 8-year-old girl. Yeah, that... Oh my god. LA Times, never thought it'd be my kid. LAPD critic son is killed in drive-by shooting gone wrong. Oh my god. Police said the gunman rolled up to where this guy's son was, and he's just standing on the sidewalk and the mouth of an alley near the intersection, and they just opened fire. An 8-year-old girl riding a bicycle in the area was also struck. Jeez. The father, who works in finance and lives in the Hollywood area, said he's still trying to wrap his head around what happened. Jeez, but yeah, man, that guy there saying that, man, it's like, what the fuck? Should have been a better father. What? Just, you could be the greatest father in the world and your son could still get killed by people who would, who just, oh yeah, we're just gonna take everyone out. Absolutely
nuts. We're just trying to learn more about the church, but no words.
This also makes me a little bit, yeah, Emily, yeah, it wasn't the father wasn't even there. Nothing to do with it. But with this here, if you want to talk about your religion and stuff, we talked about it earlier. A lot of people just open up and talk about it. But with Scientology, you must not speak to anyone.
Do you guys know about Xenu? Excuse me, sir. Can we discuss Xenu? I've asked you a question, miss, about your church, your religion. I seek to learn, nothing more, nothing less. I'm stuck. Good evening. Oh, why are you flashbanging me? Hold on. Don't shoot me, please. Hold on. Just let me look at the church. Let me look at the church. Question for you. Is this the Church of Scientology? Sir. Sir, can we talk to you for a little bit? Can we talk to you about Xenu? Can we discuss Xenu?
Yeah, Bowes, man. He wouldn't be alive.
For the church.
I can't talk.
Do you know about Xenu?
I can't talk.
Sir.
You know what? All these people
that of a North Korean.
I was literally gonna say, like, the way that these people are talking, like, they could just be there, the low end, like the ones we saw, the ones who bloody live and, do all their work and labor for them just to afford the books. It's literally like North Korea. Can't talk. They probably wouldn't even say that in North Korea, but, like, I'm not speaking to anyone, don't want to speak to you. It's, if you believe in something so much and you think it's a positive in your life, wouldn't you try and, speak to others about it? Absolutely nuts.
Gentlemen, do you guys know about Xenu?
Let's
we
go
need
away.
to discuss Xenu. We need to discuss the predatory practices of the church.
While none of the Scientologists here would talk to me, William was eager to explain the situation.
Can you tell me about the auditing process?
Essentially, they have a machine that's like essentially a lie detector. And so they ask you personal questions.
But it's not, though. It's just like an electromagnetic thing.
It's recorded visually and with audio, and it's kept in its archive. But they ask you.
It cracks me up that all the videos they show of people being audited, they're all like this. They're smiling and, oh, this is great. This is amazing. No, you fucking idiots.
And with audio, and it's kept in its archive, but they ask you lots of personal questions. Things like, what do you think about your mother? What do you think about your brother?
Okay.
And you're forced to admit these things because you are hooked up to the lie detector test. If you try to leave, they will use that against you. They'll say, well, you know what? You said these things about your mother. It'd be a shame if they found out about that. What about the crimes you committed at some point? They will use that information against you. So the people that work in here, Shannon is a member of the Sea Org. She works 110 hours a week. She gets paid $47 per week. Actually, she gets paid $0. She gets $47 a week allowance. It's not considered work. It's considered religious volunteering. And so therefore, they get around labor laws. And they get an allowance, but they have to buy their own toiletries and stuff. So they don't get any money. So they're working 14, 15 hours a day, 7 days a week. They don't have cell phones. They don't have computers. They don't have access to the outside world. A lot of the people that you see right here come from other countries on religious visas. They take their visas away, and now you're forced to work. But if you want to leave, you don't have your visa in hand. You don't have any ID. What are you to do? You're stuck. So to me, that sounds a lot like human trafficking.
Is this the main point of residence for all of these Scientologists in LA?
Yes, and it's also sort of like their main church too.
How are you? Question for you, sir, while you're here. Do you know about Scientology?
Not much. Do you want me to teach you about it?
No, I don't want to.
Oh, your neighbor.
I live in there, yeah.
Do you know what they do?
I have no interest in knowing.
Have you seen anything unusual?
Not really.
Are they nice people?
To me, they have been.
Have a good night.
I'm not a Scientologist, no.
I see, okay. You haven't been threatened to kill if you say otherwise? No. All right, cool. For sure.
I don't let anybody kill myself.
That's what I'm talking about.
They called the police on you before, though. Police have come over there before, right?
I kicked the police out.
Yeah, I remember that situation.
Why are they calling the police on you?
I have no idea. They made a false alarm. I don't know.
Okay.
But after that, once I kicked them out,
pushy.
They never showed up. I was okay for the first time. Second time, I told them, you better find out who called you, otherwise don't show up on my place, otherwise it will be consequences. So
Go
after
on,
that,
bud.
nothing happened like that.
Where his house is, they own the whole block, and he lives on the block right there. He had conversations with us, and because of that, he was rewarded with having the cops called on him.
Why does the police play ball with them and their antics?
Listen, they give a lot of money to the police foundation.
There it is.
They love bomb them. They're quite honestly, I want to separate that relationship, and I feel that over the course of the last year, we really have separated that relationship. I don't think they come to their rescue the way that they had in the past. Let's see if they're coming for us. We're used to them showing up. No, yeah.
That wouldn't have been surprising if they stopped here, came out, show of force, get out of here.
They've called, they may be here for us, believe it or not. They call out their sirens. No, we've had the cops called 50, 60, 70 times. Last week we were here to claim that we were committing burglary at like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, just walking down the street.
What are they saying?
Just came up on Citizens app that someone has a kitchen knife 400 feet away, but I don't know if that's right.
So we're the ones with the kitchen knife?
I don't know.
Allegedly, maybe.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what they're...
Okay, report of man threatening person with kitchen knife. What? Are we the ones with the kitchen knife?
Most likely.
Can you tell us who you are and your experience getting stalked by the Church of Scientology?
It's allegedly stalked. I went to drop William off at his house, and there was a car behind me that I noticed was sitting outside of his house for a minute.
Okay.
And then they waited a minute, and then I saw, finally they realized I wasn't going to move. They pulled around me, and I noticed that there was a Scientology sticker on the back of their car.
There we go.
Also, if you want to see it.
That's pretty bold.
I stopped.
Another cop car. That's five. That's 5 times in a row.
I've actually turned these off, so I don't know what's going on.
Sorry.
If they were trying to not be obvious, they wouldn't put a sticker on the back of their car.
Sure.
But I think they just wanted to show, like, oh, we know where you live, and like.
Let's have a little.
Do they know where you live?
Do else
Of
this
course.
way.
Well, they were outside his. It was after I dropped him off, but of course they know where I live.
I don't like that.
They've stalked their family across the country.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the lowest thing I can do is low.
Yeah,
and that's been on. It's never changed for me.
Full background check on you. They're gonna get your picture. They're gonna run you through facial recognition.
Ever since this new guy's taken over from YouTube, man,
they're gonna get every bit of
it's
information
turned
they can.
so bad.
They're gonna send it to your neighbors saying this is a terrible person. They're gonna make up lies about you and stuff like that.
And you mentioned your son. Obviously, it's not a comfortable thing to talk about, but they lied about your son who's no longer alive.
Here we go.
So there's no level they will not stoop to attack you, I assume, right?
There is no level that they will stoop to.
They allegedly slashed my tires like 10 times.
What?
It just so happens that a whole ton of the times that I come out here, I come back to my car, magically the tires are flattened.
Oh, this is their dining area right here. So they come out here to have lunch, dinner. No?
This is for public view to make it seem like it. See these people that live up here? Just look at that. So they're not here for...
So this is pure like North Korea-like propaganda exhibition is...
It's important you said that because I think that if you want to create some sort of correlation with another system, I think North Korea is really close to that's here to do surveillance. Well, you want to see some more?
Look at those signs right there. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. Feeling stressed, feeling anxious, feeling uncertain. Everyone's feeling those things. 1, 2, 3.
Bloody hell.
Let's talk about that. So they're talking about feeling uncertain, feeling stressed.
4 on one board.
Everyone.
There's those body thetans that they think came from the aliens that are infecting us. And the way to get rid of that is get rid of those thetans. Through auditing, through paying hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I want you to set it straight. Is this a religion or is this a business?
It's a business. It's a multi-level marketing scheme.
Cult business.
What is the objective? To make money or to help people?
Make money.
Their main goal is to keep it is to help Scientology survive at this point. I want to know
Also,
that.
look at this van. You think that's a Kaiser guy?
That's where they transport them back and forth from different facilities. They have the vans and they have the buses.
So tell me about the most famous rapist Scientologist.
Yeah, Danny Masterson. He was known rapist, convicted rapist. He's serving, I believe, is it 30 years or 40 years in jail right now as we speak.
And the Church of Scientology funded his legal team?
They funded the private investigative work and all the sort of black ops to smear the victims, but also target the detectives that were investigating the case.
That's wrong,
really,
isn't it?
if you can prevent recruitment, continue to make them look a fool, as in just show what their beliefs actually are to the common public, this cult will die eventually.
Yeah, information is going to put this cult out of business. They should be scared.
Why should they be scared?
I think, like I say, Bows are probably the best one to answer that about America. But here in the UK, obviously, it's like I've got a Ring doorbell. I've also got 2 other cameras and 1 in the back garden. I've got 3 on the front, but they're not literally allowed to go past a certain area. It's like so the Ring doorbell, obviously, is up to the driveway, basically, and that's it. But yeah, it is insane. Like I say, they literally got them on trees and everything. Is it because they're classed as a religion, or I don't know.
Because you're out here with a camera exposing them to the world. That's not something they want.
We'll have to look into that.
If you believe in your product, if you believe in your organization, you believe in your religion, you should want to try to get your message out to the world. Somebody's here with a camera, has millions of followers. You think they want to come out and get their story told, but instead they retreat behind there. That says a lot.
In fact, they don't just dislike negative PR. They actively sue and defame any of their outspoken members who have left the church and exposed its inner workings, like Aaron Smith-Levin, Tori Magoo, and the niece of Scientology's leader, David Miscavige, Jenna Miscavige, whose aunt Shelley has mysteriously gone missing. Before I infiltrate Scientology's Church of Spiritual Technology, a fortified compound in Twin Peaks, California, rumored to hold Shelley Miscavige as a prisoner, let's hear from 3 former Sea Org members who signed a $1 billion year-long contract to work for Scientology. But real quick, have you ever gotten into a car accident that wasn't your fault?
Sorry, Tyler, I don't want to talk about insurance. Right, here we go.
Did you join Scientology?
So I never joined Scientology. I say I was born into it. I was 4 years old when my mom got involved in Scientology. I don't have many memories earlier than that, so.
I was a hippie in Haight-Ashbury in the 60s. I got in 1969. I was in Scientology for 30 years. So while I was in college, these 2 kids from high school brought me a Dianetics book. And I only read 3 chapters, and I quit college, and I hitchhiked in '69 from Chicago to LA.
My parents joined Scientology's most dedicated group just before I was 2 years old. That group was called the Sea Org. So initially we lived in an apartment with another couple. We had 1 bedroom and they had another bedroom, and then the kids would sort of stay in the living room on bunk beds. While our parents were working during the day, we would be at the nursery where they would teach us sort of the ABCs. Even before kindergarten age, we were learning those.
There's not much a kid that age can do in Scientology. They didn't really want us being outside of the nursery.
But then we would have family time for like a couple hours in the evening, which was just where our parents would come to the apartment and we could spend time with them. But then that got canceled when I was about 4. And so from then on, I only saw them once a week.
What drew you to want to be one of these auditors?
See, the thing is, as well, with her, obviously being the niece of David Miscavige, you know, Mighty Mouse, the Napoleon Syndrome guy, it's the way that he has done it literally from the late 80s when he took over. He has literally made it into worse of when L. Ron Hubbard was alive. You know, it's just the fact that they're there and they're talking about all of this, and it's literally going on like, oh, yes. You know, you can only see your family a couple of hours a day, but then you can only see them once a week because you're out there doing manual labor just so you can dedicate to getting enlightenment. The way that the Streets LA guy said, it is a human trafficking thing, 100%. It literally is. You know, prey on the people who, again, that's sign. Are you confused? Are you know, do you have moments of weakness and all this?
They had this
Absolutely
whole secret
nuts.
language that they use, which is part of every cult. They all looked and sounded so happy. They were very passionate about auditing. So I thought, this is perfect.
But it wasn't really a school. It was kind of like a child labor camp. So basically half the day we would do heavy manual labor, which was like digging trenches, hauling rocks, planting trees, digging rows for vegetable gardens. It wound up being like 30 hours a week that we were doing like labor. We would do schooling in the afternoon, but there were no grades. So it was a bunch of kids from 5 years old to 17 years old in the same room.
Whoa.
Yeah, so there was no teacher at the front of the room teaching you stuff. You had a self-led checklist, which you followed. None of the kids got a diploma. Like, we weren't being given a standard education.
terrible.
So when I was 12, then I was sent to Clearwater, Florida. My parents were still in California.
And then we were sent to Clearwater, Florida, where I live now, and started studying, training, and working full-time for Scientology. This
12 years of age.
Scientology organization here in Clearwater, Florida is the highest level and largest Sea organization base in the world.
Last month, for the first time in Clearwater's history, a city council candidate endorsed by Scientology won their election with a margin small enough that the Scientology vote itself was the determining factor in the outcome of the election. David Miscavige now has Clearwater's political establishment exactly where he's been trying to get you for decades, which is completely beholden to keeping Scientology happy in order to retain power.
When you come to Clearwater, do things get better or worse?
Better in that there's not as much manual labor, but worse in that I basically see my parents once from the time I'm 12 till I'm 16. And I'm not allowed to speak to them.
The Sea organization is Scientology's most dedicated core of
nuts in it.
They basically wear military uniforms. They sign 1 billion year contracts, or they basically dedicate lifetime after lifetime to the Sea Org.
They feed you what you get.
Yeah.
You work 24/7. You get paid $35 or $50 a week. It's like a whole controlled thing. You know, your life is over once you join the Sea Org. So I joined the Sea Org. I did the whole life thing, and then I run out of my medicine for epilepsy. And so I say, look, I've
But then you see people like Tom Cruise and all the other actors. They don't do any of the hard work. They don't do all the manual labor.
gotta get a refill on my medicine. And they go, medicine? You have to go through the MLO. And I'm out on a ship out in LA Harbor. And I go down and see this kid who's like 18 years old and totally not medically trained at all.
Okay.
And he goes, well, you're in the Sea Org, and we're the top 10% of the planet, so we don't take medicine. You're gonna have to do our program, which is Dianetics and vitamins. And instead, I start having grand mal seizures, and it's awful.
Why would anyone want to join the Sea Org?
So if you're a Scientologist and you believe in L. Ron Hubbard's story, we here on Earth are basically living on a prison planet. If you believe in the story of the nature of existence and reality, nothing could be more important than dedicating the rest of your life to freeing all humankind from this prison planet. And that with enough Scientology auditing, you can not only regain all your past life memories, but gain the ability to skip the Between Lives implant station after the next time that you die. So that everything you do in Scientology, not only will you remember it next lifetime, but you'll retain all of the gains and abilities that you had. I believed in that in all of your previous lives, you've been a king a million times, you've been a queen a million times, you've been a president, you've been a CEO. Okay. The only thing you've never done is Scientology, because it's never existed before.
Do you know about the volcanoes and the Thetans and Xenu at this point?
I never did any of the confidential Scientology levels. And
so the most absurd beliefs are paywalled.
They owe me $1 million.
How do you get to OT3? What's your first reaction learning about Xenu?
My first reaction was, you gotta be kidding me. I was sick and out on the ship. All of a sudden I realized 75 million years ago, this evil warlord named Xenu. You know, and I'm like, come on.
Evil warlord, that's amazing.
And then all of a sudden I think about it and I think, you know, doctors don't know what causes seizures. Maybe it is
the prison planet in it. It's like, what?
Which are part of the Xenu thing. OT5 is the exact same thing as OT3, except OT3, it's like these spirits are all over your body and you have to get rid of them. But OT5, they could be 5 feet away, across the room. They could be across the country. They could be on Mars. That's why people go insane.
And
how did you have time to meet a wife?
Oh, well, you're working with Sea Org members.
You're just like, you want to get married, or?
Yeah, really. It really is.
Because you guys don't have time to flirt or get to know each other. You're just like, you and me, you want to do this thing?
Walk around the block a few times during
I love that. You and me, you want to get together?
What happens after you meet your husband and get married?
So they wouldn't allow us to get married for a long time because they were concerned.
Is it me, or does her husband look like Mark Ruffalo, the guy who plays the Hulk?
So they wouldn't allow us to get married.
He looks like the Hulk.
For a long time because they were concerned that my parents would have to come to my wedding, and his uncle had like looked at some anti-Scientology site.
God.
So they wouldn't let us get married. So we actually had sex before we were married. So we were like in big trouble.
How did they find out?
He confessed. Well, because they were constantly interrogating us and him.
During the auditing sessions?
Yes, during the auditing sessions, yes. And also he thinks that he's like, that if he did something bad, that he's gonna ruin his eternity. They wound up like separating us. They like hid him away constantly. And when they tried to take him away, I basically like just went on this full out hunt looking for him, going to the other Scientology building, even like busting down doors. And basically they were telling him that if he talked to me, then he would never see his family again. Yeah, so they were having him being interrogated in the basement of the Blue buildings in LA and being followed by a security guard all day. Finally, they would not tell me where he was. I actually was like having a mental breakdown at this point, just like all of the isolation, all of the control. I actually wound up hanging myself out a 5th-story building and was like, you need to bring him here or else I'll just
yeah, it's mad how they get people into it.
Oh, so you threatened to kill yourself in front of them if they didn't bring him back?
Yeah.
And do you think they brought him back because they cared about you, or?
No, they brought him back because I'm Jenna Miscavige and that would look horrible on them. That's literally all they care about. They didn't care about me. Yeah, so after we got through this whole crazy program interrogation, we wound up getting married. A couple people from his family were there, and then we went right back to work after it.
What drives you to leave the Sea Org?
Just the misery of feeling like you're constantly fighting a battle every day. I still believed in the mission of Scientology, but I was like, I'm already giving my all. I don't need to be giving my all and be made to feel like I'm a bad guy.
They wound up sending us on a mission to Australia to help them find a new building and to fundraise for it. To be honest, I think that they were sending us there to get rid of me because I was starting to revolt against things at this time. And so when we were in Australia, it was like the first time I was around people who weren't Scientologists. I was like, oh, they're normal and cool.
So normal people. I look on the topics, and one of them is by Mary Tabayoyan, and it says, ladies, if you're thinking of joining the Sea Org, read this. And I open it up, and it's all about enforced abortion, which I didn't know they were doing. They don't tell anybody that.
God.
Because of the commitment that it requires, you are not allowed to have children. If you get pregnant, you're pressured to have an abortion. And by the way, this has changed in recent years because of the legal problems that it creates.
I can imagine.
Your seniors, your coworkers, and the ethics officer will basically give you a bunch of stuff to study and say, what's the greatest good? It's the greatest good for you to get an abortion and continue to work in the Sea Org. When she got pregnant, I literally said, Heather's pregnant, we're not getting an abortion, and so we'll be needing to leave.
It was all really descriptive, so I just sat and cried for like 4 hours. I just couldn't stop crying. That was it. I just realized, wait a minute, this is the end of the line for me. I'm not going to support a group where they make women get abortions.
Well, when we were in Australia as well, I was actually able to be in contact with my parents.
Okay.
And they would tell me some things about like how that were being reported at the time, some things they witnessed about my uncle Dave beating people and treating them horribly.
We've seen it, we've heard about this as well.
Making them sleep under their desks.
So around 2009, a whole bunch of former Scientology executives who had been famous names in Scientology started speaking out in the press.
Oh yes, I remember these.
How horrifically abusive it was working for David Miscavige at the International Management Base in Gilman Hot Springs, California. Now, for me as a good little Scientology soldier,
having that kind of money and being able to build
and just turned it upside down.
Massive mansions for yourself is wrong.
I thought that no matter how terrible it was working in the Sea Org in LA or in Philly, that the closer you got to David Miscavige, the better it would be. And it turns out, the higher up you got and the closer you got to David Miscavige, the worse it got.
I mean, one day at work, my ex-husband got a call. They were like, can I speak to Dallas Hill? He got on the phone and they're like, yeah, I'm a good Samaritan. I have a police scanner and there's 2 people that are following you every day and have been for the last month.
Once someone is considered an enemy of Scientology, which means they are somehow speaking out to the press, to the public, speaking out in a way that causes bad PR, bad repute for Scientology. They are a suppressive person, which is the same thing as being labeled an enemy, and they are fair game, which means any Scientologist can do anything to ruin and utterly destroy those people without any consequences.
And what is it? The Squirrel Squad.
They hired 3 people to write shit against me 24/7, 365 days a year. Besides the lies, you know, they broke into my house, they stole all my receipts that I had for money. You know, they brainwashed my husband, so he was against me.
There was one key Scientology executive who sent out an email to all Scientologists saying, L. Ron Hubbard good.
Let's have a little look to that email.
Who sent out an email.
Debbie Cook was the captain of the FSO for 17 years, Sea Org member for 30. She sent this email to her Scientologist friends, December 2011. We enter a new year. Hope that 2012 can be a year of great dissemination, a year of real progress up the bridge for all of this. Although I'm not in the Sea Org right now, I served in it for 29 years. 17 of those years I was captain. Oh, excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Seen some of the most stunning and miraculous results. My husband and I are in good oh, just got the hiccups now. Good standing. And we are not connected with anyone who is not in good standing. We have steadfastly refused to speak to any media, even though may have contacted us. But I do have some very concerns about out KSW that I see promoting in the Scientology religion. I have the utmost respect for the thousands of dedicated people. Together we have come through everything this world could throw at us. Oh my God.
To all Scientologists saying, L. Ron Hubbard good, Scientology great, David Miscavige bad, stop supporting him. That was a big deal in Scientology. My mom was sharing that email with important Scientologists, so she got kicked out. So then they come to me and they go, you got to disconnect from your mom or you're going to get kicked out. I said I would disconnect, but I didn't, and I lied about that for a couple years, and eventually due to Scientology spying and
I think
culture,
people are just watching it now.
They realized I was never going to disconnect from my mom. So they go, okay, you're out. So then they go to my wife. I say I keep it short because it's always hard for me to discuss, but it's impossible. I'm still going to try to keep it short. Okay, so they go to my wife and they say, you have to divorce Aaron or you're out. And she goes, well, that's not going to happen. And they go, okay, you're out. So then they go to her parents and they say, you have to disconnect from Heather and your 3 granddaughters or you guys are going to get kicked out. Heather's parents have 3 other kids who are all
they stayed in Scientology, man.
Scientologists are married to Scientologists. And so her parents disconnect from her and our kids, and they basically never saw them again, even though they live just a few miles down the road. And then Heather's father died. And just to show you how insidious it gets, and honestly, this helps explain why I'm so dedicated to doing everything I can to take down Scientology and why I upload as often as I do. Her father owned a bunch of properties. 2 of the properties that he owned were right across the street from where we were living. I mean, at this point, our kids were like, I don't know, 2, 4, and 6. Were they 5, 7, and 9? They were young. So whenever we would see them across the street doing maintenance, we would tell our kids to go over and say hi. And their grandparents would run away from them and run inside the house.
Fucking disgusting.
But the kids just thought it was a game or whatever, and sometimes the kids would catch them and sometimes they wouldn't. So eventually, Heather's parents had to report themselves to Scientology for talking to the kids. And Scientology said, well, is this going to continue to be a problem? And Scientology made them sell the properties just so that our grandkids couldn't see them anymore. And that is why I call Scientology a family-destroying human trafficking.
It is.
Clearwater is the last place that Scientology is going to give up ground or sell property.
Aaron, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.
Let's go see if I can sneak in.
Okay.
Before we infiltrate Scientology's headquarters in Clearwater, Florida, I want to ask the local non-Scientologist residents who live here their thoughts about Scientology buying up a significant portion of downtown, turning it into a ghost town infested with brainwashed Scientologists. Can I join Scientology?
Yeah.
Can I join, please? Please, 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 no! Right there, another one. You can see them in the suits. What are your thoughts on Scientology?
Oh, what's he gonna say? Or is he one?
The vibes here were creepy. Don't let me stress you out. It's no worries. See you later. I don't even know what to make of these people anymore. So I want to establish
That was weird.
how empty this is. It's 3 o'clock right now, to be fair, but take a look. There's not a ton going on. Like, this is a ghost city.
It's bloody dead.
What am I, in North Korea? Am I in Pyongyang right now? Where are the people? To be the Clearwater building, restored 1995 by the Church of Scientology. And back there I saw Scientologists enter the building.
Absolutely insane.
Camera. 5 cameras on this one street. Right in this car, we have 2 Scientology members. Right there, you have the vests on.
I think they've taken over the city too much. It's a cult.
Nope, they suck.
How long have you noticed them
There
here?
we go.
Oh, they've been here for years. They own that building. They own most of the buildings around here. In fact, Tom Cruise is supposed to have a penthouse up there. They can suck it.
They own too much.
Too much?
I didn't realize how much they actually owned.
Okay.
So they actually own more than what I thought.
I suppose we're just like most of Clearwater.
Afraid they're going to take over, buy up real estate?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they already have.
Are locals concerned
That's
to speak
nuts.
out and let the...
So.
It's not a religion, that's a cult. That is
Keep
total
going.
cult.
Yeah.
Total cult. They don't belong here. I hate them. They
Okay.
can't stand them.
And what is their relationship with people who live here like you?
I really don't have any relationship with them.
Okay.
You know, I mean,
I
they
don't think anyone
bother
does
me.
who's not
I
in
think
it.
as long as they're pulling their share and paying taxes and doing, you know, but I do think that maybe they own a little bit too much property.
Do you have any thoughts on Scientology here in Clearwater? Are you a member?
I've got plenty, but I have probably stronger thoughts on people attacking you without permission.
Oh,
with a camera
come
in
on,
your face.
bud.
Well,
Please delete that video.
do you have any thoughts you'd like to share? We can blur your face.
I want the card from your camera.
What's up?
The card out here.
No, fuck
We're
off.
not going to give you the card, but we will walk away and we will delete it. No.
No.
Can I have your ID?
No.
No. Thank you, though. Have a good one.
Oh, what are you gonna do, bud?
Any thoughts on Scientology? No? Honestly, Scientology's got a grasp on the
Hey,
public
Brett,
vocal
how's it
cords
going?
out here. I'm trying to collect the public's opinion on Scientology and here
You know
in
what,
downtown
Emily?
Clearwater. Do you have any thoughts you'd like to share?
That could actually be the main thing of what they're trying to do. They're building up all of Clearwater, and obviously they want to get everything, so they own everything. And just imagine if they owned, like, the block of apartments. Well, we don't like you, you're not a Scientologist, get out. Could happen. How we doing,
No
Brett?
opinion. No opinion? All right. Thank you. Truly a tough scene out here. Do you have any opinions on Scientology you'd like to share for a video survey?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Oh, man. Good old
Look at him.
Florida.
Look
Our
at
guy
him.
here is probably going to shoot us. We're going to go this way. I wonder if he is Scientology. I highly doubt it due to his initial response, and then he got a little spooked. He said he wanted the SD card to be pulled out and deleted. Not that deep. How are they here?
Baby trauma.
They're not nice to the locals.
I would never care if someone else did that.
If it was your way, would you prefer they all leave?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would.
Everyone
Would
wants
you like
them
to see
gone.
more Scientologists here?
Leave me alone.
Okay.
I'd love for them to go. They're taking up too much property. They don't share their 990s, which give us financial information to know how they're using it and where and why.
Oh, interesting.
They don't even let their adherents understand how much money they have and why they're buying up so much property. So less is more.
And how much influence do you think they hold here in Clearwater?
Way too much influence, but they're
Way
protected
too
because
much.
they're designated by the government as
a religion.
religious
There we go.
nonprofit. There's nothing religious about what they do other than the fact that they're a cult. It's going to take higher ups than you or me to make sure something changes.
What she just said about the thing, which is actually really interesting when you see it, like when she says it's non-profiting, you know, it's a non-profit religious organization. If it's a non-profit, again, you could say this about every single religion, you know, the church, everything. Where do they get all the money for and from? Donations, people paying in. It's nuts. It really is.
But I love what you're doing.
Thank you for having the courage
Good
to speak
luck.
up. Thank you.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it. There are Scientologists behind me. We're trying to get perspective from non-Scientologists here in Clearwater.
I'm a Scientologist.
You are? Okay, what are your
Oh.
thoughts on Scientology?
I love it.
Love it? How long have you been a Scientologist?
I'm a Muslim actually, but I like Scientology that much.
How
When
much-
I first heard of Scientology, I liked it.
You liked it? Here in Clearwater?
No, in Illinois.
In Illinois. Did you just get done with the shift?
No.
No? What are you up to today?
Just walking around, going back to the library.
Okay. Would you prefer there are more Scientologists here in Clearwater?
Probably, but from what I can tell.
Yeah. What OT level are you?
That's interesting.
What's OT?
That's your rank.
I told you I'm a Muslim. I just like Scientology.
I see. Do you know about Xenu?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
You're welcome.
That's weird.
I'm puzzled. Do you think they are good or bad here for Clearwater?
Oh, she's one.
I swear to God, I'm in a Twilight episode right now. How long have you been in Scientology, miss? Bro, I swear, I'm just in Cult City, I guess.
While most of the non-Scientologists here seemed a bit too spooked to voice their opinion on the growing influence of Scientology in their town, I decided to go undercover as a Scientologist to see if I could get inside their headquarters, while Aaron and Jenna protested from the outside.
Know of any Sea Org members who are looking to blow?
Good idea.
Can you ask them to contact the SPTV Foundation? We can help get them back to their families, back to their country if they're here illegally. We can get them a job, get them a place to live, get them transportation. I'd appreciate it. I mean, you know how it is.
I just thought of something. So, you know how you got all these things going on in America with ICE and all that? All they gotta do is raid all these Scientology foundations, man. They are gonna find so many who shouldn't be there. Ain't they? Absolutely nuts. Exactly, Emily, exactly.
In the Sea Org, I know how it is. God bless and be strong. Sir, if you find any Sea Org members who are looking to blow, can you have them contact the SPTV Foundation? Thanks, help us spread the word.
My hope was that the Scientologists would see me getting harassed and hurriedly let me inside the building.
I'll tell you what, if you or any other Sea Org members are looking to blow,
go on.
Can you have them
if he
contact
gets
the
in, this is amazing.
Foundation? We can help you get back to your family. We can help you reconnect with people you've been disconnected from. We can help you get a job, get a place to live, get transportation, help us spread the word. It's contact at the SPTV Foundation. We can help you escape whenever you want. Help us spread the word, okay? Thank you. We appreciate it, sir. Have a good day.
But they weren't as stupid as I thought they were, leaving me no other choice but to find a different entrance into the compound.
That would have been a good way if he gets in.
Anyway, spread the word. It's the SPTV Foundation. Be strong in there. I hear the wedges are all in lower positions. Hold on to your wallet. Oh, they let that one in. They let that one in. Wow.
Interesting.
Sir, we can get you out. We can get you out. You can see your family.
Right door. Right door. Right door.
After being locked out of countless doors from my own cult's building, I found a secret entrance.
You're trespassing. Get off the property.
I'm a member.
No, you're not. Get off the property.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am a member.
Get off the property.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
What authority do you have? I am a member. 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 I'm on my way out. COB sent me.
Get out of the building.
Do you know who you're speaking to?
Get out of the building.
Do you know who you're speaking to?
Get out of the building.
You're gonna regret this.
Second floor, east side. Send him down the stairs.
You're gonna regret this.
Wow.
You don't know who you're talking to.
Was that a threat?
Excuse me?
Was that a threat?
What a threat.
They're gonna regret it. Get out of the building. You're trespassing.
You're gonna regret this. That's not a threat. That's a promise. Where's the public sidewalk?
Good.
Where's the property line? What's your name, boy? What's your name, boy?
Boy.
COB sent me. You're gonna regret this.
Hey, you're not welcome here. You're trespassing.
You're not welcome with trespassing. Stay where you
We're
are.
calling the police.
You should. He said, get back to work. They couldn't even keep their parking garage secure. Classic gooners.
And then I saw this Scientologist open a side door that looked perfect for infiltration.
No way. No way he got in that way.
Where are you trying to go?
COB sent me.
Sorry?
COMEGEEKSOME.
You go this way.
But real quick,
Wait a minute, you silly saying.
there are some things so insane YouTube won't let us upload. To get early access to these interviews and me infiltrating later in this video.
Huh?
Close the door.
Who are you?
You can head that way.
Yeah?
You're actually trespassing right now.
Am I?
Yeah.
You have credentials?
Yeah.
COMEGEEKSOME.
Okay.
Yeah. That'll be docked. It's docked after your score. COMEGEEKSOME. You failed the security test. You absolutely failed that security test. Enjoy the gulag, my friend. Who took the locks off these doors? Did you guys forget to lock them? He failed the security test. That's for damn sure. You are donezo in Scientology, my friend.
Because a guy
Failed
following
the audit.
me.
That is for sure.
Yeah, go ahead. You're trespassing the second you walk in here. Do you understand that? Get the fuck out.
Oh, Grandpa. I will. Am I in public? Yeah, you want to go to jail? Or should you buy up the police? I see the liver failure in your face, you sick old man. You should. I'm walking on the sidewalk here. I'm walking here, 60 photos a second.
We're trespassing.
Yeah? You look like a demon. It's a spawn of Satan right here.
Hey, Ron, my boy.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Who are you? Who are you?
Why don't you come on in?
Come on in where?
Huh?
Come on in where?
See, it's...
Right here. You're
Huh?
trespassing.
I'm trespassing.
Come on.
Sir, I think you have leprosy. Your face is falling off.
We need to get you medical attention.
I think you're in urgent need of medical care, sir.
You know
have
what?
you been to a doctor lately?
I'm all for what they're doing, but again, it's the way they're attacking this one single guy about he could have health issues and all this. I think it's basically, it's just a human emotion that we're all going through. You know, it's, oh, I need a haircut, so I fucking need, I know, oh, look at that. I need a haircut. Oh, that is terrible. There you go. Yeah, it's they're attacking him. And to be honest with you, you can see in his face, he does look upset, but he also looks angry. And I can see why they're like, oh, look at you. They're trying to get a reaction. But, you know what? Nah. It's just the human side in us. That's the human side of me coming out like, what are you doing? You know, don't do this to him.
You think so, huh?
Yeah.
Genuinely.
Were you in the Game of Thrones?
All jokes aside, you do need medical treatment immediately. What's demonic?
Sir, Scientology, I thought was supposed to be able to help you with that. Are you an OT8? Sir, too much CalMag, sir. That's what happens.
Get him some vitamins.
CalMag makes your skin fall off your face, buddy. This man is in urgent need of medical care. Please call an ambulance. His face is about to fall off.
But they weren't as coordinated as I thought. I somehow managed to sneak onto their official shuttle buses.
Wow, okay.
Huh?
Don't know how that was able to be done.
I'm on assignment with COB.
Well, that's what security says.
She doesn't know. I'm letting you know, if she tells me to get off, you're gonna fail this assignment. For your own sake, I would highly suggest you disregard what she just said.
No, I will listen to what she says.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'm listening.
Even if you fail the assignment?
Yes, I will listen to what she says. Leave the bus, please.
Okay. Goodbye, sir.
Get off the bus.
I was in the process. He let me on
getting
the
off the bus.
He let me on the bus. I'm not an intruder. COB sent me.
And soon enough, the police swarmed the area on behalf of Scientology.
Of course they would be.
Am I being detained?
Right now, you're just being issued a trespass from 210 South Fort Harrison. As long as you're on the sidewalk, you're good to go.
Amazing. Are you guys members?
How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Just a happy member of Scientology. What are your thoughts on Scientology?
You know that's not my job to have any kind of opinion on that.
Good answer.
Oh.
Fair enough. I'll give you a fist bump.
That is actually a very good answer.
Is the
Holy
complaining?
hell.
Is the complaining?
Yeah.
Oh, he's honking at me in the middle of the street trying to hit me, it looks like. How you guys doing? Are we good?
This is private property. 215 South Fort Harrison and 210 South Fort Harrison is private property. So if you come back again, we're going to call the police so you get arrested.
I don't speak English. Can you say it in Spanish?
He can translate for you in Spanish.
I'll spare you. I'll spare you. Have a good day, guys.
That is actually really funny.
Do they run the show?
I have no idea. I'm not with the church.
Do you guys do off-duty with the church?
Do we do off-duty?
Yeah.
We have off-duty.
No conflict of interest?
That's what the city does, so that's not part of what my job is, with how they decide who gets off duties. That's a private contract. So, do you understand everything that they said?
Mostly.
He can translate it in Spanish if you need to.
Sure, I'll take it.
Okay. So estás siendo traspasado de 210 y 215 South Fort Harrison. ¿Entendido?
Yo entiendo.
Gracias, senor.
Hmm.
Adios. Which property is this?
You're trespassing.
I thought I got trespassed over there, though.
You understand private property is?
I thought I got trespassed over there.
You're trespassing here, too.
Really?
That's right.
Why have two phones recorded?
I don't care what you think.
You know?
Oh, damn, that's badass. Why do you wear a mask?
Tyler, what did you come out here for? You think this is going to be good content?
You tell me.
It is.
I don't know, Tyler.
What's your first name?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, you're right. Because you've allowed yourself to become a mindless robot. How many lives have you lived? I bet you were a pedophile in a past life.
Whoa.
Maybe.
That's...
Why are your hands shaking?
That's a bit much.
Hello. Is this a bank?
Son,
Yes.
there's a sign right there.
Yes.
So please put your camera down.
It's open to the public, though, no? Is this a bank?
Sir.
What is this?
Oh, look at them.
You're trespassing, sir. It's private property.
But I'm a member.
They all jump out, don't they?
Yes,
Jump
I am.
on them.
Yes, I am. You know my name? Good to meet you. Can I just get your quick
Sir, you're
CPO Met Home and
trespassing.
Security Guard? Well, I was trespassed from those two buildings, though.
Okay. So
Yeah, not
private
here.
property, I'm telling you to leave.
I'm not, trespassing this way.
I'm leaving.
Sir, you're trespassing. You need to leave.
They are trespassing me again. I'm on my way out. As I walk, he knew my name. God bless Scientology. Don't fucking touch me. Yeah, don't touch me. I'm glad you have a mask because I don't want any of that shit on me. I'm on my way. That's right. Man, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Where are you going, secret agent? Where did you come from? You spawned out of
He
thin air.
literally came out of nowhere, didn't he?
Are you gonna go recruit some more children to your cult? What are your objectives today, young man? Free yourself from the prison you've allowed yourself to become a part of. Yo, he has a secret path. Do you own this property? Where are you going?
That is
Where's he
funny.
going?
After documenting the scale of Scientology's presence in downtown Clearwater, I still had one question for Jenna. Where is Shelley Miscavige?
Yeah.
Her aunt and the wife of David Miscavige, the leader of Scientology.
The truth is that initially Shelley is a victim. She was in Scientology as a child, grew up in Scientology, but she married my uncle before he became the leader of Scientology, and since he's been the leader of Scientology, she has been his right-hand woman, involved in every single thing that he has done, whether it's the Lisa McPherson case, whether it's the treatment of me as a child. I believe that they had a falling out, but Leah Remini saw her in 2005 and reported her missing, I believe, 8 years later. So Leah
I think
Remini
one of
isn't
them was
somebody who would have
2009
seen
because
Shelley on a
that's when
daily
it was
basis.
Tom Cruise's birthday.
I know she is. I can't give up my sources, but she not only has been seen, but is seen regularly by people who I very much trust in Crestline, California, working at the Scientology base.
The
Shelley
other place.
wants to be there. She is in a cult. Everyone probably who's an abuser was at one point a victim.
Sure.
But she is an adult who separated me from my family. She knows everything that he knows. She's a part of everything that he was a part of. And so, yeah, she's not a victim in the same way that we've been thinking that people think of her as.
So I pulled up to Twin Peaks, California myself to see if I could infiltrate the Church of Spiritual Technology, a fortress designed to protect L. Ron Hubbard's teachings in titanium capsules and underground vaults built to withstand the nuclear apocalypse. Could I become the first person to infiltrate and document the inside of this fortress? And was Shelley Miscavige being held as a prisoner here?
I am running off of 4 hours of sleep for the last 3 days. Let's go in, see if we can make some magic happen. Maybe we find Shelley.
My plan was simple. Sneak in from the forest, jump the fence, and hopefully find the nuclear bunker, Scientologists working in the area, record as much as possible.
There's one thing with this area, and bloody hell, Louis Theroux, he did a little, well, it's not a documentary, it's a film. Me and Scientology, or myself and Scientology. Great movie, great movie. It's like 2 hours long. And he goes here, and some of the stuff that he's trying to do, literally, they call the police, and the police like, oh, you gotta go over here, you gotta go on up, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And it's like, no, they own the road. And he's there, Louis Theroux is there with the cops. And the cops are like, you don't own the public highway. You do not own this road. yes, we do, move. And they're screaming at the cops as well, tell them to move. And it's like, do you really think that you're this really important person that because you say, I own the road, or we own the road, that is going to get people off it? That is just going to instill these people to be more, like, no, I'm not moving. You can tell me to move all you want, but this is not your road. You do not own it. Absolutely insane. It really is.
And escape without being detected. And luckily for me, I found this sky bridge connecting one part of the compound to the other.
CST is a secretive Scientology organization whose role is to store L. Ron Hubbard's works in almost imperishable form in underground nuclear-proof vaults.
I had made it onto the sky bridge.
It has Shelley Miscavige's cottage tag here.
I was in.
So good. He's trying to get in.
So the cottage where Shelley is just beyond this wall and this walkway. Okay.
But I was not alone here. And then I saw my first Scientologist in the area.
Yes. There's something going on with my internet in my house today, I'm telling you. Really annoying me.
After thinking quick and hiding, I narrowly avoided being caught and then noticed some luxury log cabins in the area. But who was living here?
Here is where it is believed Shelley to be living.
Which is absolutely crazy.
Now, one of the buildings on this property is the secret entrance to the underground vault that exists on this property.
But where was it?
She's meant to be as well, like this.
Why was there a kid's trampoline outside one of these homes?
Yep. I know after, I think. Because I remember Louis Theroux, he was talking about that. What the hell's going on? It's almost like what Bowser's saying about the stream getting taken down.
The light was on, but who called this house home?
Nice garden, no? Whoever's
Any
it is.
Scientologist would actually get in trouble for watching what you guys watched. Any Scientologist would even get in trouble if in an auditing session or in an ethics interview they admitted to having looked up the location of this base and having spent time touring it on Google Earth or on the YouTube drone footage. It
How
really
mad is
incredible
that?
to believe that Scientology controls its members, thoughts, behaviors.
Literally controlling them like that. That's terrible.
And actions in that way.
As I hid behind the trees, I noticed a Scientologist keeping guard.
Stop it! You know what? Let's put it down to 1440p, see if that does any better.
In the distance, and was convinced her and I made direct eye contact. So I decided to preserve the footage I had and run for my life.
Yeah, get out of there. They got big ass gates at the front as well, I know that. Get out of there. Get your camera, yeah. Get onto the highway. They can't touch you.
While narrowly escaping what may be Shelley's prison, you might be wondering how you too can help destroy Scientology.
The best way to stop Scientology from growing is just to stop new people from getting in.
You've got to let the kids know they are the #1 target for Scientology. They are after young people because young people are more impressionable.
That's terrible. That's
they're
disgusting.
easier to manipulate. And also people who speak 2 languages because they're really after Latinos, Latinas, you know, anyone.
Like we
Targeting
saw.
those Hispanics.
People need to be able to get justice for actual crimes that were committed against them. And the way to affect that change really is to raise public awareness.
And you can go watch the full-length infiltration of Twin Peaks on my Patreon at patreon.com/Tyler.
You know what? That would actually be a really, really good thing to see. But, $5 a month, though. How long are the videos, though, on here? I think that would be the best thing to look at. So, we got that one there. Oh, it doesn't tell you how long they are, does it? No. That's rubbish. So there's a couple of them here. Oh, you should be able to see how much they are and how long things are. Because I think if you could find out how long these actual things were, but you know what? Let's have a little look-see, because I know that a lot of other people who do like uncensored videos and they put them out on their Patreon, they are on YouTube. They're on YouTube, but they're under like unlisted. Because I saw a list of unlisted dead meat ones. Riviera Scientology. So look, unlisted. Let's have a little look, see what we got. Well, that is actually really, really interesting. Now look at this. We got the body cam footage of him being arrested. You know what? We're going to have a little look-see at this.
Street trying to hit me, it looked like. I don't speak English.
Okay.
Can you say it in Spanish?
Okay.
Do you guys do off-duty with the church?
Do we do off-duties?
Yeah.
We have to off-duties with them.
So if you return to 210 South Fort Harrison, you'll be arrested for trespass after warning, okay?
The body cam footage.
How you doing?
Good.
Am I being detained?
Right now, you're just being issued a trespass from 210 South Fort Harrison, okay?
Sure.
So if you return to 210 South Fort Harrison, you'll be arrested for trespass after warning, okay? Do you mind giving me your information?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
No idea.
Okay, can I get your name and date of birth?
Yes.
Okay.
My name is Tyler. January 6, 2000. I prefer not to self-identify beyond the first name.
Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
What was your date of birth again?
January 6, 2000.
2000. Okay, do you have a good phone number?
No.
No? Okay. No. What about your address? Do you mind giving me that?
No.
No? Okay. All right, just keep in mind, if you go back to 210 South Fort Harrison, you'll be arrested for trespass after warning,
Police
okay?
body cam arrest.
The property line?
Yeah.
It's anywhere past the sidewalk.
They voluntarily let me in all occasions.
Okay.
I've been let into every building I've entered.
Okay, that's fine.
So I just need to know where the property line is, so I don't go walking on the sidewalk and end up spending
Absolutely
the night
nuts.
in jail, you know?
Oh, as long as you're on the sidewalk, you're good to go.
Amazing.
For 28, do we have a liaison from the church?
Liaison.
Yeah, they're the ones that called us in.
Very anxious they are. Are you guys members?
Is that old FD?
Explain it, so we need to
Let's get the
have them
captions.
Talk to him.
Appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Just a happy
What's
member of
that?
Scientology.
Yeah, well, I mean, if that's...
Is that you?
That's me.
That's cool.
Yeah, I got lucky.
I like that. No, that's a cool whip right there.
Yeah.
Did you guys snatch it from a bad guy?
No, so we use it to pull the boat sometimes.
That's cool.
And then whenever we do rescues and stuff like that, you know, we'll use that. It's just temporary for now.
Understood. What are your thoughts on Scientology?
You know, that's not my job to have any kind of opinion on that.
Good answer.
We saw that little bit, yeah.
I'm here to make sure that everybody can live together peacefully.
Fair.
And everybody's heard and everybody's rights are respected.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You from here?
Maybe.
Well, you were asking questions. I figured I'd ask one.
True. That's the nature of the police officer's job, I suppose.
Yeah.
It is.
Collect that evidence.
You know how he's holding his
wasn't
phone
evidence.
there? You know, like that? It's sometimes, it's probably my age now, and sometimes it gets so, it just hurts a lot, you know? So I bought one of these. I don't know if anyone's seen these. It was £5 off Temu. And it snaps onto the phone. Is that upside down? There we go. Boom. Like a proper little handle for it. I thought I'd just show you that. But yeah, they're absolutely amazing things.
I was just asking you that out of just pure conversation.
I've lived here in another life.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
One of my many.
Is
Am I
this
good to walk away or what?
Is your
I'm
guy?
not detaining you.
Okay, cool.
There you go, yeah, not detained. So you can walk away.
Thanks again.
All right.
This guy's legit. Thank you. Thank you. Street trying to hit me, it looks like. What you guys doing? Are we good?
This is private property. 215 Southport Harrison and 210 Southport Harrison is private property. So if you come back again, we're going to call the police so you get arrested. Okay?
I don't speak English.
Okay.
Can you say it in Spanish?
He can translate for you in Spanish if you'd like.
The cops know, man, as well.
Have a good day, guys. You tried to hit me.
Okay.
Do they run the show?
What's that?
Do they run the show?
I have no idea. I'm not with the church.
No, but,
You guys do off.
but you're a police officer and he tried running into him. Why aren't you doing anything about it? Yeah? Doing nothing about it? And you know, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Duty with the church.
Do we do off duties?
Yeah.
We have to off duties with them.
No conflict of interest?
That's what the city does, so that's not part of what my job is, how they decide
That's such
who gets off
BS,
duties.
isn't it?
That's a private contract. So, do you understand everything that they said, or do you need
Mostly.
it? He can translate it in Spanish if you need to.
Sure, I'll take it.
It's 210 and 215.
Okay. So estás siendo traspasado de 210 y 215 Southport Harrison. ¿Entendido?
Yo entiendo. Gracias, señor.
De nada.
Adios.
Okay.
Sayonara.
You can light it up now.
That's
On
mad,
September
isn't it?
1st, 2025, Clearwater police responded to a trespassing call that would involve one of YouTuber's biggest investigative creators, Tyler Oliveira. Tyler was in the middle of filming his viral YouTube documentary, I Exposed the Most Evil Cult in America. When church security flagged him, they claimed he had crossed the line from public sidewalk to private property. In the
Literally,
footage, we
man.
see the officers maintain a professional but firm stance
Yeah.
as Tyler attempts to defend his rights to film. The police deliver a formal trespass warning, effectively banning him from the premise. It's a tense look at the legal boundaries of public filming versus private security. How do you think law enforcement and the church handled this encounter? Let us know in the comments below.
Please like and
Thing is, though,
subscribe.
the problem with all of that is we've seen it time and time again. And that is mostly to do with the fact that these churches, private security, they all think that they can get away with certain things. They think that basically, I got private security, you know, this is my building, okay, private property, okay, understood. But when you got people on the sidewalk and they're literally just trying to, you know, get questions or whatever, it's like, okay, you know, instead of just, you know, trying to be forceful like that guy was, you know, like, you know, you saw with the car then, the car was trying to run him over. You know, it's like, oh, and he says to the cops, you saw that, she tried to hit me. And it's like, well, aren't you going to do anything? Ain't the cops going to go and do anything? But yeah, absolutely nuts. That was, God, mate, it was actually a very, very good video from Tyler Oliveira. That was actually a really, really good one. But yeah, I think that's going to be the end. I'd say we do have one other video, but I think I'll save that one for another day this week. I want to get back into the swing of basically doing 3, maybe 4 a week. So it's been nice. It's been nice to hang around with you guys and just for a little bit, you know, have a laugh, have a joke, talk about a few things. I had to cancel the Twitch stream for some reason, but you know what? I don't care. It's only Twitch. Who cares? But guys, thank you ever so much for coming along. It's been a nice little catch up, and I'll probably be live. What are we today? It's Monday. Am I doing anything tomorrow or Wednesday? No, it'll probably be Wednesday now as our next stream. So guys, thank you ever so much. Go over to the channel, click on the Amber Heard video, you know, because she says that she's been silent, but we know she hasn't. And give it a watch. Give it a thumbs up. Give it a comment, just so we can keep that one flowing through the algorithm. But guys, thank you ever so much for coming along. It's been great. I will see you on Wednesday. No, is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday. And enjoy the rest of your day, folks. Bye-bye.